You can cover a lot of ground. You have to be sort of in the moment. You get on your bike and you can just ride away from the roads and the cars. You're on a trail and you're riding through nature. Fresh air, the heart racing. I love outdoor sports of all shapes and sizes. You tend to kind of forget about your other problems in life.
Hey, Patrick.
Hi, how are you?
Doing great, thanks.
It's good to see you.
Yeah, right?
Here we are in Utah together.
So, Patrick, what's one thing on your bucket list?
You know, seeing all the national parks, what's one thing on your bucket list?
On my big end bucket list, I would like to have a time in my life when I'm not responsible for anything with no cell phone.
And how many days are you looking to be cell phone free?
Oh, like thousands.
Okay.
What went through your mind when you first learned that you had high blood pressure?
Well, it was kind of a shock and surprise at first, and a little bit of disbelief. I was about to go off to college. I was going around to these different doctors, and they were all like sort of mystified, like, why does this, like healthy young guy have a condition of somebody that might be in their 50s, 60s, or 70s? It was, consistently high. And then they're like, well, we're gonna have to put you on medication. And then starting a few years ago, the meds stopped working. What do you remember about when our group of friends all realized how bad my blood pressure really was?
Initially, the blood pressure monitor arrived as a prop on the Men's Health and Wellness Week. We had a scorecard.
Yeah.
Remember? And we had everyone's names and kind of graphed it out. And it was all pretty normal. And then Patrick sat down, and I think I looked at Ed or I don't know, somebody, and I was just like, Bill, and I was like this, we should do this again.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, that's normal.
Yeah, I mean, my blood pressure is like 155/95.
It was sad. I felt like, wow, we're in kind of a happy spot here.
It's one thing if you have high blood pressure and it's just you and your doctor. It's a different situation when you're the one on the leaderboard and you're up ahead of everybody else and all your peers are looking at you and being like, hey bro, what's going on here?
Let's do something. What did you learn about a procedure to treat high blood pressure, and why did you choose to go for it?
I was driving in my car and I got a call. So I pick up the phone and it's my guy, Dr. Gopi. He said, I've read your whole file. We believe that this Medtronic device, the Symplicity device, is the solution for people like you that have this drug-resistant hypertension.
What did your doctor tell you about the risks of the Symplicity procedure?
This was a relatively low-risk procedure. Like, you could have like a headache or a backache or bruising, and that the one thing that he told me was that it could be painful. Now, I didn't experience much pain at all during the process. I got there at 6 a.m., I left at 4 p.m. I think the actual procedural time was about 2.5 hours.
So Patrick, how has this procedure changed your quality of life?
I have a much different outlook on the future. I didn't really tell a lot of people that I kind of was like, I may not live to be 70. I'm 58 now. That's not that far away. To suddenly have like this procedure done and the thought that I would be able to live, hopefully a longer life. You never know. There's anything can happen.
I guess I see you looking down the road farther.
I'm looking down the road farther.
Yeah.
Now that my blood pressure is under control, I'm grateful. I went from having no options to suddenly like flipping the script around.
I'm relieved because to hear the results are, in your favor.
Right.
Like, we got a lifetime together.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.